This is Rogers TV.
Welcome to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. A fantastic show ahead. We're going to be talking a little bit of theatre on the show today. We're going to be talking magic and illusions. Two of Canada's most celebrated magicians on the show today. The Lebanese Festival, Ottawa Lebanese Festival kicked off yesterday, but tonight is really the night that you need to go. It's a must go because the entertainment's going to be through the roof. Carl Wolf is the entertainment. He joins me here on the show. How are you, buddy?
As always, every single year.
It's good to see you. Like, how many years now? Do you know?
I think like
they're
10.
in their 34th. You haven't been there.
It's got to be 11
You're
years.
too young for 34 years.
All
34 years.
He's always telling me that, but look at him. Great hair. Great hair.
What have you been up to? Last time, I think you were on radio with me last year, right? On City News Radio. What's been going on?
You're always so
Carl
good to
Wolf?
us. You're always inviting
my
me.
Pleasure.
In. Yeah,
always a pleasure.
You know, I'm always promoting something. I've got a new record company now called 4am Vibes Records. I partnered with an American partner who's the former VP of BMG and Warner. So some heavyweight guys that are with me. We have our first artist. Her name is Danny Doucette, and she's currently top 30 on radio with her song Fire Alarm featuring myself. So, you know, it's really exciting pushing up other artists as well. You know, I'm getting,
absolutely.
I'm no spring chicken anymore, you know, so I'm thinking of the future and helping other artists succeed.
But really, I mean, that might be something that a lot of people don't know about you, right? Is the production side of things and the songwriting side of things. That has been something you've been passionate about your entire life, right?
Absolutely. It's so important. I mean, that's how you get, you know, that's how you monetize as an artist in this day and age. A lot of artists think, you know, you got to go out there and perform. It's better making money when you're sleeping. So that's how writing songs and royalties. It's you know, survived my whole family for the past 20 years, I would say.
You have a brand new single. It's called No Slowing Down. Tell me we're going to play a little bit of it, but tell me a little bit about it before we play it here for our viewers.
So No Slowing Down, the concept obviously is, you know, we ain't stopping, you know. Does Will Smith ever stop? You know, there's like Bad Boys 6 or something out right now. So, you know, we keep going. I think as long as you're passionate about your job and what you love to do, you're always going to keep going at it. You know, Chef Ramsay always said that, right? Like, be passionate about it, or once you lose it, just leave, you know. And it's a remake of Tarzan Boys, what's it called? Baltimore. Baltimore Tarzan Boy is the original. Yeah. So it's a remake of an 80s song, and I remade it in an EDM house kind of vibe, and it's currently number 40 on the top 40 CHR radio charts in Canada.
Nice.
So,
okay, well, let's get a little taste of it here. I'll ask them to play a little bit of it in the control room there.
Sweet.
Yeah, I find the rhythm as I'm facing the storm. I'm confronting all this darkness on my own. Yeah, rise on the ashes, I'm a rebel with a cause, defying gravity and breaking all the laws. And there's no slowing down, cause you're gonna make it. Believe it's the time of your life. And there's no slowing down, be kind to yourself, and I know that you'll be alright.
I love it. Now, you don't have a video out for this because something that you're well known for, you do some incredible videos. Are there plans for that?
Yeah, so we do our typical TikTok and Reels comedy stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, how I show people how I produce the songs. I've done that for this song, but in terms of music video, the landscape's changing, the music industry. I'll give you an example. Like, we used to put so much money in music videos, like I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars in music videos.
Right.
And you'd go to the YouTube and you'd see like 150,000 views or whatever, let's say 1 million views at best or whatever. And then, but you can easily go on TikTok and just use your iPhone and get 21 million views on some of my stuff. I've got 21 million, 16 million, 20 million on some of my videos.
Yeah.
And it costs me nothing. So, I mean, you know, the landscape's changing. You got to think of, you know, $2 out, you know, $2 in, $1 out.
Right.
You know, it's still a business, right?
It makes sense. And I mean, that's something that you've done such a great job of, is when did you decide to like add a little comedy in mixing things together?
I don't know, I just always realized that, you know, people love comedy, it goes viral online, and people love music. So marrying the both just made sense. It'll probably be funny and you know, musical. It worked out, and people loved it, and just going viral. Listen, I don't know what I'm doing on there. I just go based on what they're saying.
I disagree. I think you know exactly what you're doing on there. That's how you get 21 million views on a viral video.
You know,
you're also involved in AI,
Yeah.
AI technology when it comes to promotion. Tell me about that.
So it's AR and VR. So we're doing a new style of marketing promotion where you can, like, let's say I print a poster, we sell the poster, there's a cue card on there, you just kind of hover it over with your phone, and then you'll see the poster come alive and kind of like, it'll speak to you. Like I'll have a little message for the fans. So we're working on stuff like that. It's really, really fun, interactive things. You know, things are different. You got to move with the times.
This was an interesting one that I don't know how this might have come about for you. I want to know the story behind this. Housewives of Dubai.
Yeah.
You're doing the music for it?
Yeah. I produced
So
most
tell
of
me
the music
about that. How did this opportunity come about?
Incredible. So I was, I don't know if people know this, but I was born in Beirut, Lebanon, and that's why I'm here for the Lebanese festival. But I left when I was 3 years old, went to Dubai. We left the civil war there, and I grew up in Dubai, graduated high school in Dubai. So I've got a lot of friends in high places in Dubai, and they were talking to me about different things, whether it was Dubai Bling, the show on Netflix, which was a huge success, and the Real Housewives of just the franchise itself, but of Dubai. And they asked me to do the music for season 2. And yeah, My Heart Beats in Arabic, which was one of my singles here, was on the first episode, and we've had others. I've got like 6 songs on there, so it's really exciting. I'm binge watching that show right now just to see when my song's coming. I'm like, my song's coming up right now. I know it.
To check it out.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
You mentioned you're performing tonight at the Ottawa Lebanese Festival, 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
What keeps you coming back? Well, first of all, no, before that, because I remember George.
Yeah.
So George Hanna's coming on the show. He's the chair of the Ottawa Lebanese Festival. But he told me the two of you connected at the festival like 11, 12 years ago. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, they did invite us. I don't recall the exact story. All I know is when my manager approached me and he said, listen, there's a Lebanese festival. Of course, I want to be there. The Lebanese people have supported me in Canada. The diaspora has supported me, actually around the world. They've been my base, fan base at the beginning. Before Africa broke to #1 in 20 different countries around the world, I had a base of Lebanese fans. And so I'm always trying to repay it back as much as I can every year.
What can they expect from a Carl Wolf performance tonight?
I think they know after 13 or 12 times.
No, but they're new people coming every year,
true.
right?
It's true. It's younger and younger. It's true. Just a lot of excitement. I definitely sing most of my hits. I touch on some of the debke, which is a Lebanese type dance. I'm just so excited about the food, man. Like, that's all you got to give me, Pascal.
It's true.
My manager's like, Carl, we're doing Lebanese Fest. Perfect. I'm not going to eat for a week.
That's all they're paying you with is food. Listen, I work for food pretty much here, too. So, I understand it. By the way, there is some Lebanese food coming up in just a couple of minutes. You just received recently a Lifetime Achievement Award from Port Hope. Tell me about this.
Incredible. Man, I don't know if I even deserve that. My manager just called me and he said, listen, you have an interview on radio in Port Hope. I'm like, Port Hope? Okay, random. And the mayor wants to meet you or something. They were being very elusive with it.
Yeah.
They didn't tell me what's going on. I was there, just like we're here, and then all of a sudden they just showed up with the mayor and the deputy mayor and just, tell me what I've done in the community in Canada, how I'm spreading the word of the Lebanese people and people from outside of Canada. It was really, it made me emotional because.
Are we off?
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
We just went blank. Oh, no, there we go.
We're still here.
We're still here. You know what? You stick around because there is Lebanese food. George Hanna is here. He is the chair of the Ottawa Lebanese Festival. We'll be back with Carl and George right after this. Don't go anywhere.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Today, I helped a parent feed their family by connecting them to a food program.
Today, I helped someone connect with mental health supports.
Today, I helped a couple struggling to pay their bills access financial aid.
Every day, 211 navigators connect Canadians to critical government and community programs and services.
211. Help starts here.
Boom, 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 boom. $20. $20. Hi guys, it's Maggie, Mrs. Calabash and Derek, and whoa, we're back. Rogers Television, so please watch us on Rogers Television. We've just done our first show. It was Anytime Shrimp Special and an Asian salad. So please remember, Rogers Television, Mrs. Calabash cooks. I'll see you guys.
Join us for the new season of Ottawa Storytellers, right here on Rogers TV.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I think we should just eat for the next 7 minutes here on the show, and you guys just watch us eat. That's see, Carl agrees. Carl is back with me. Sure. George Hanna, the chair of the Ottawa Lebanese Festival. Welcome back.
Thank you. Well, I made all this, right?
No,
so
no, you did not.
We brought it.
Don't take away. You've got these two wonderful people in the background here that've been setting this up for an hour and a half here.
Right. We got an excellent sponsor in Adonis. Like most of this food, you can get either the raw ingredients there, or you can actually get it ready to go. But at the Ottawa Lebanese Festival, we use their raw ingredients to make our homemade recipes. So
my favorite place to shop. Is that how you pronounce it? I've always called it Adonis. It's Adonis.
We call it Adonis.
Adonis. Well, no, I have the proper pronunciation for it. Carl. Yes. Come on, the first thing you did when you looked here, you said this is everything that you love in life, sitting in front of you here.
I do, and my mom makes most of this stuff. These are vine leaves. Tabbouleh is my favorite tabbouleh salad. It's so healthy. I have it every single day.
Do you really?
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. And I was just looking at, there's even sandwiches, like Lebanese sandwich, which is sort of a yogurt.
Pressed yogurt.
Pressed yogurt, there you go, with some olive oil and cucumbers. I mean, these are all sort of breakfast type food that we eat.
Kind of the biggest highlight, perhaps, George, of the festival is the food. I don't want to take away from the entertainment or anything, but come on, look at
I agree. It's food.
Food and Carl.
Food and Carl. Okay. Equal, balanced off. 34th year. Yeah. George, tell us a little bit. Why did you want to get involved as chair?
Well, this is going to be my 19th year as chair of the Ottawa Lebanese Festival, and I think that was right around when Carl was starting and came to the Ottawa Lebanese Festival. I love doing this for the community.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be, I'm born in Canada, but I'm also proud to have, to say that I'm Lebanese and to have parents that came from Lebanon and saw how hard my family worked when they came here and created the success that we have today. But for me, giving back to the community, being able to showcase who we are as Lebanese citizens in Canada or in Ottawa, and how amazing our food is. It's a lot easier nowadays with Lebanese cuisine than it was 20 or even 30 years ago to talk about it, because now everybody, like Carl said, everybody loves tabbouleh. It's one of
the healthiest diets on the planet, right?
Exactly. So yeah, this is why I do it. I enjoy it. I love it.
Nice.
A lot of people say, "You've been chairing it for 19 years. How do you still have the energy for it?" I am. I'm as excited this year as I was last year and the previous year.
We know that of course, Carl is performing tonight at 9 o'clock, but you've got entertainment throughout the entire weekend as well, right?
Definitely. The highlight of the entertainers is Carl, which he is performing tonight, and he's been such an incredible supporter of the Ottawa Lebanese Festival. From day one, he walked in with his back. I always tell him the story. Just humble.
I was waiting for this.
Onto the festival grounds. He's like, "Hi, I'm Carl. I'm here to perform tonight." I'm like, "What? Really?" And he's like, "Yeah."
So, look, we're listening at the Ottawa Lebanese Festival. There you are.
There you
got your.
And then throughout the week, we've got Lebanese entertainers that'll be on the main stage, and we've got a special guest this year. We brought in a host. He's He's an actor from Lebanon, and he's hosting the festival for the next, for now, the next 4 days.
Nice.
So we're quite excited about that, and a lot of the festival goers, especially obviously the Lebanese community, know him, have seen him on TV, so they're excited that he's going to be around for the 5 days.
Nice. So you also have your marketplace. What can people expect at the marketplace?
Marketplace, we've got a whole bunch of vendors. We've got food vendors, and we've got different type of vendors. We've got people that are, let's say, doing mortgages or insurance and stuff like that.
Okay.
But the marketplace used to be very small, but because the food and the demand of the food has grown, we've actually had to expand the food offerings in the marketplace. So we've gone from 1 tent to 2 tents to 3 tents now, just food in the marketplace, plus the major food tent that is that's always been there.
You should have seen Carl's eyes light up.
So hold on. You guys don't realize at home, but this smells incredible.
It really does. It really does. Yeah.
It's going to take 1,000 men to drag me away from you. There you go.
Nice. Oh, good line. I like it.
Every time Carl comes to the festival, the one thing he always asks for, guys, please, when I'm done performing, or sometimes even before, have my Lebanese food ready for me, because he just loves it and just enjoys it. So
I love it. What else you got? It's great for the entire family. You've got your Midway back as well, right?
Midway's back with some new rides.
Okay.
So that's quite exciting. We've added some new food items on the menu. We're excited about that too. You've got the folklore dancers that are going to be up performing on the main stage. It's kind of cool to see how the traditional Lebanese Debkir dances come to life and happen and stuff like that. And then you've got the Saj tent, which is this bread.
This one here, and they make it right in front of you, right?
Right in front of you. It's fresh, right off of which is called a Saj. It's like a heated element with a Saj dome on it.
Right.
Right off. You put the pressed yogurt. You add any veggies that you want. Roll it up. And there you go. It's the best.
Do you want one,
amazing.
Carl?
I'm definitely going to grab a bunch of stuff. But here's the best part of all of today. The weather is going to be amazing.
Yes. It is amazing all weekend long. It looks absolutely spectacular. You kicked off yesterday. What was it like yesterday?
Yesterday was the opening ceremony. It rained for about an hour and a bit, but it didn't stop. It didn't stop people from coming.
Nice.
It's always exciting when you open up the Ottawa Lebanese Festival. You've got a lot of special guests. You've got a lot of dignitaries. So you're hosting and you're busy, and it's so nice to be able to celebrate Lebanon in Canada.
Agreed.
And have different MPPs or MPs or the mayor or city councillors come to the Lebanese Festival, get up on stage and speak about the Lebanese people. To me, that's always very special and very kind, and it shows how we are together, united as a community.
George, I got 30 seconds left. You have a shuttle service available, right?
Yes, most important thing.
Yeah.
Because you can come to the Ottawa Lebanese Festival, especially tonight, to see Carl. Make sure you guys come a bit early, enjoy the food. Millennium Limousine is providing free shuttle from Canada Post and Brookfield High School. We've added an extra lot this year because the demand has grown.
Nice.
Drop you off at the grounds, pick you up, take you back to your car, hassle-free. You don't have to worry about anything. Air conditioned.
Well, there you go. Yeah, because honestly, the weekend looks spectacular. It's going to be absolutely amazing at the festival. It's at the St. Elias Center. They have their cathedral tours as well. That's incredibly popular. You can check out online the entire schedule. We'll be back with more right after this.
Welcome to Community News and Events on Rogers TV. I am Sadiqa Diaram. July is already looking like a colorful month of fun, and if you're an outdoor person, add kaleidoscope kayaking to your list. This starts from July 31st through to August 17th. Experience a breathtaking view and fireworks for only $99 on the Reader Canal. Are you a Michael Jackson fan? Then get ready to experience the Michael Jackson History Show with performer Garth Field. He will be performing some of Jackson's popular hits on July 30th and 31st at Harold Schenkman Hall, Ottawa. Showtime is at 8 p.m. And it is that time of year again for Bridge Street Summerfest. On July 27th, enjoy shopping, delicious foods, and entertainment for everyone, free of cost from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. downtown Carlton Place. For more details on these and other events, or to share your event, check out rogerstv.com/communitybillboard.
Watch Podium exclusively on Rogers TV.
Learn all about the creation of the National Capital Region on The History of Ottawa, according to Phil Jenkins, on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to the show. I've been given a book. I am so curious. If you have not seen their performance before, they are two of the best in the entire world. So proud to have them back performing in Carlton Place. I have both Ted and Marion Outerbridge from the Outerbridge Magic Mysteries of the Keyhole House is their brand new show. Welcome to you both. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having us back. Thank you for having us.
Should I be holding the book still, or
you can put the book down?
I can put the book down. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Marion, this is the first time that I've had you on the show.
I'm so excited
Welcome.
to be here. Thank you. Thank you.
So how'd the two, I'll start with you, Mary. How'd the two of you connect?
Oh, we connected because Ted was looking for a second dancer in his show.
Okay.
So being a professional dancer, I figured, well, this could be fun, you know, like I got into teaching, choreographing. I just returned from Austria, the State Theater, being a choreographer there, so very much professional. And Ted was looking for an illusionist that could work with him as a dancer.
It was going really well until she got stuck in my time machine.
I did.
She was trapped in the time machine.
I couldn't get out. My friend has the same physique.
We don't have that much time, but
no, I know. We don't want to go into that. But I did fit on my second try, and I got the job.
Wonderful. I love it.
25 years ago.
Let's talk about this particular show.
Yes.
This is your latest show, Ted. How would you describe it to our viewers at home?
Grand illusion.
Okay.
Incredible magic. People are vanishing, reappearing, disappearing, mind reading. But the story is what makes it really special.
Right.
And people are telling us they love the magic, but the story is...
Yeah, and it's based on a true story.
Yes.
So what is that true story?
It's Ted and I moving into the Keyhole House.
And that
in the Ottawa
is...
Valley.
All right, that's in Smiths Falls, right?
Yeah.
So what's special about the Keyhole House?
So the entrance is shaped like a keyhole, so that's pretty magical right there. But the house was built in 1892, and Marion and I keep discovering artifacts in the house that blow our minds. Like behind the fireplace mantle.
Is this the house here?
We found old keys. That's our house.
Okay.
Yes, our friend took that picture. It's a really cool shot. So you can see the keyhole entrance. In the house, we found old keys. We found an old golf ball, 100-year-old golf ball. We found photos of previous.
In the walls.
Yeah, the golf ball was in the wall. Behind the fireplace mantle, we found the keys. Photo of some previous inhabitants, old playing cards. We just keep finding things. It's amazing.
I know.
It's
like a time capsule.
Is it true that the house is haunted or was once haunted?
It's rumored to be haunted.
It's rumored to be haunted.
We have had a few encounters with a ghost.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about Agnes?
I have a picture of her, actually.
You do? Okay.
Here we go.
This is Agnes here. Okay.
There's Agnes.
We got a shot of that, Alice?
Yeah.
So what do we know? Do we know anything about Agnes? Like, does she have a story at all?
Yeah, she has a story. We can't give everything away, but I wanted to see if you could connect with her today. So we will, eventually.
Okay. Well, you want to do it now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So. The Keyhole House, by the way, it has a crazy connection to Carlton Place.
Okay.
This is a postcard of Carlton Place here, of the Carlton Place.
I think we have a shot too that you sent along of the town hall. If they can bring that up. So what is the connection?
So the contractor who built the Keyhole House, Matthew Ryan was the contractor. He also built Carlton Place Town Hall. And he built the Keyhole House in 1892, and in 1895 he started building Carleton Place Town Hall, and on the second floor, he put in an opera house. And it is one of the few stages in Canada which is raked, so the stage is sloping.
So what does that mean then?
Yeah, it means that that's where the terminology upstage, downstage comes from, and our props are on wheels. So it's a bonus element to the show. So either I'm dancing uphill, downhill, and hopefully not fall off the stage, and it's the same as our props. So if all goes well, all the props will stay on stage. And last year we performed, and due to popular demand, we'll be back.
That is true, right? You performed last year.
We were there last year. It was an amazing time.
Yeah. You brought a big, I don't know what this is.
Back to this, I was talking about postcards. I'm so excited to be here. But anyway, all these cards have a connection to our house. So the guy who designed our house designed this church, Trinity Methodist Church. The bricklayer who built the Keyhole House, he built the Hotel Rideau in Smiths Falls. So all of the cards have a connection to the Keyhole House, and your job, you can get rid of the Carleton Place postcard, but hold the rest of them and put them down on the table one at a time. One of them is going to go into this old cigar box. The rest go on the table.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, do I just put any random
random card goes into the cigar box. Yeah. And I'm not doing anything to influence your choice, right?
Right.
We have one in the cigar box.
And I can just put these down now?
Yes, put those down. Put your hand on the cigar box so I can't get at it. You didn't want these postcards. They all went down on the table.
Right.
You felt some connection to one postcard. You put it in the cigar box. Take your hand off the cigar box. And remove that postcard.
All right.
Does it mean anything to you? No.
I've never seen it before in my life,
When I arrived today, I gave you a red book.
Right.
And I'd like you to open the red book to the page that I bookmarked before I got here. Yeah.
This one here?
Uh-huh.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What?
This moment was always meant to be, Derek. It was always meant to be.
It's the exact same one. That's incredible.
There's a cloth draped over a frame down there.
Yeah.
Go put your hand on the cloth. Put your hand on the cloth. Hold the cloth.
It up?
Grab the cloth. Pull the cloth off.
Okay. You've got to be kidding me.
That's Glenwood.
Glenwood.
So Glenwood, the Glenwood mansion in Smiths Falls, our ghost, Agnes Lamb, lived at that house
at the Glenwood
for 20 years with her uncle, Alexander Wood.
This is just a taste of what people can expect at the show. The show runs until starts tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Until the 28th.
Wonderful.
In Carleton Place.
Amazing. And so I'm so glad you could show up today, Marion.
Thank you so much for having us.
Wonderful to have you both here.
Exciting.
And I'm going to be there Saturday. So there's matinee shows as well. So if you can't make it out to a night show, they have matinee shows. If you go to outerbridge.eventbrite.com, or you can give them a call, 613-430-4626 to get your tickets. They often sell out, so get your tickets quick.
Family friendly.
Yes,
it's
family friendly. That's true.
Friendly.
And Agnes loves Derek. So I can't wait to see what happens on Saturday. You've connected with her already.
This
is
could
awesome.
be interesting. Hey, don't go away. We've got lots more coming up right after this.
The Order of Ottawa celebrates outstanding citizens. Recipients come from diverse backgrounds. They make exceptional contributions in many areas of city life. They are advocates for minorities. They are media experts and visionaries in community building, innovators in healthcare, leaders in education. They are technology leaders and entrepreneurs. They entertain us. They are passionate about arts and culture. They are outstanding citizens and members of the Order of Ottawa. Who inspires you? Who will you nominate?
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage.
I walk for my partner who is on dialysis.
I walk in memory of my dad,
I walk for all those waiting for a kidney transplant.
I walk because I live with kidney disease. When you participate in the Kidney Walk or support someone who does, you're taking steps and providing hope to thousands of Canadians living with kidney disease. Behind every step, there's someone we walk for.
Who will you be walking for?
Who will you be walking for?
Who will you be walking for? Register or donate at kidneywalk.ca.
Hi, I'm Sam LaPrade. I hope you join us for an hour to give right here on Rogers TV. We're going to talk about everything that is going to inspire you about this beautiful city.
Welcome back to the show. Oh my goodness, it's been quite some time since we had our next guest on the show. She's a regular guest on the show, of course, has her own show here on Rogers TV called Simply Cooking by Chef. Daniela Croco joining me here on the show, which you were just on before us.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was in the hallway. I'm like, I'm watching you right now, Daniela.
It's summer schedule, so I guess it's not like the regular normal time. So Chef is on all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. Just tune in, just like this show.
Yeah,
just
exactly. I was missing you because it's been about a month. And,
I know.
And then I didn't see you last month because it was our special guest or our special host. So hi. I hope you've been having
I was in Cuba. I
hope you're having a wonderful summer.
I am, and I know you've been having a wonderful summer because you and I are both huge music fans.
Absolutely.
I did not go this year to Ottawa's Ottawa Blues Fest. That's right.
Yep.
But what a resounding success it was again this year. Right?
I love Blues Fest so much.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me
so
too.
it was my 26th year attending.
26?
I was 14 the first time I attended.
Amazing.
And then my husband and I's 20th year going together.
Wonderful.
And I'm not 20 anymore. We went every night. Oh my. Oh my.
Do you have a favorite? Like, what was your highlight, would you say?
Okay, my highlight was Matthew Good Band. They're an amazing Canadian band who I've never had the chance of seeing live, but I own all their music. So that was a highlight for me. Neil Young was the highlight, but then he got canceled. So then it became Matthew Good. But the show I had the most fun at was Motley Crue.
No, I've heard a lot of great things about that show.
Oh my. So like, people our age and older, ripped jeans, all the fun people. It was the crowd that was the best part.
And they're probably like, why are we talking about festivals and blues fest? Well, it's summer, right? And that means festival. We have Jazz Fest, we have Blues Fest, we've got Folk Fest coming up. Today you wanted to talk about snacks that you bring along, right?
Yeah, so
whether it's a picnic or it doesn't
exactly.
have to be anything,
like,
right?
Groceries are expensive.
Yes.
$14 for a pogo and French fries is expensive.
It is.
Right? So you enjoy that, but when you're going to Blues Fest like me for 9 days in a row, you're not eating a pogo and French fries or taco in a Dorito bag every night.
Right.
You could, but you wouldn't feel so great after. So I like to pack my own stuff certain nights.
Right.
I live in Elmer now, so we can walk to the beach and to the marina.
Nice.
I love being able to take little snacks with me. So I thought that I would show my favorite things.
Okay. I smell peanut butter. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
So my often imitated, never duplicated Chef energy balls. I always have some of those going. So over here I have what I like to call a little snack box.
Okay.
So we got some boiled eggs for some protein, some fresh fruit, some dried fruit like dates or whatever, and then I always throw in 3 or 4 of my energy balls.
Your famous energy balls.
So you can go online and you can type in energy peanut butter oat ball and you can find a million recipes.
Yes.
Or you can reach out to me and I can share mine, but I'm not going to say it or post it. You have to, it's private.
Okay. Oh, it's private.
It's private.
So you have to
know me.
DM you.
Yeah,
PM you.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Can I try one?
Absolutely. So it's peanut butter, honey or maple with a little fat like a coconut or a butter. This one's coconut. And then I do oats. My trick is to take whole oats and I put half of them in the blender so it becomes kind of floury, and then do the other half whole oats.
These are so good.
They are so good. So that's one of my favorite snack boxes. You could throw some cured meat in there.
Oh, yeah.
You could throw some nuts or seeds in there. But when I'm going to Blues Fest, it's hot. Like this summer has been so humid. So I don't really want like fresh meaty. Like, that's why there's no
you got
cheese.
dried fruit, right?
Yeah, that's why there's no cheese. So I've also turned on this pot. I've got some chocolate here melting. If it doesn't melt in time for the next segment, we're gonna pop it in the microwave.
Okay.
You can do that too if you don't want to heat up your house because it's summer. And we're going to make my favorite little homemade chocolate bars.
What in the world?
They are
made
a
of?
chocolate bar that you make with puffed quinoa or oats or Rice Krispie puffed cereal or something like that.
Is this quinoa?
This one is puffed quinoa.
Okay.
That's what we're going to do today, and I have some toppings that we can choose from. So in the next segment, we're going to mix that all together.
Okay.
But right now, I have my water on high. I've got, it's called a little bath here of water with
This is a double boiler.
Yes, and I don't want the water to touch the bottom of the bowl because we don't want the chocolate to burn. So we're just going to let that go.
Okay.
And then another of my favorite thing is potato salad.
Yes, I love potato
So I
salad.
love a potato salad.
Look at that.
This one is potato, onion, celery, everything but the bagel seasoning. It's a Daniela salad.
It's so
you
good.
know, and a little scoop of mayo and some lemon juice.
Well, that's a nice thing, right? Is that you can really mix it up, right? I mean, if you have a favorite spice, yours is everything
If
bagel.
you're low carb, you could use some roasted cauliflower instead of potato.
Yes.
If you don't eat potato, you could make it an egg salad.
Right.
Or a pasta salad, right?
Exactly.
And then grab that last little tray there.
Yeah. What do we got here?
These are my favorite things to pack and go.
Okay.
Not that I sell any of these things,
Right.
but a really great pepperoni stick,
Yeah.
a nice clean, high protein, you know, is great to throw in your backpack.
Look at that.
We've got some protein bars. I really like these ones. They're natural. They only have 3 ingredients: egg whites, dates, and like chocolate chips and a few other things. You can get those at Costco, which is a great, you know, they support local. Some of this stuff is local.
Really, eh?
Yeah, Costco actually is a great place for that. And then we have some little chocolates in there. And then I don't go to a music festival, especially in the summertime, without some electrolytes. So
smart.
there's a little pack in there underneath those pepperoni sticks that those are an electrolyte. So they're like sodium, magnesium, potassium. You put them in your water. You can mix them with your vodka soda or your lemonade. And they really help you stay alert and feeling good.
Well, and if you're there all day, right? As you said, in this kind of heat, you're there all day. Let's say you're picnicking, by the way, this weekend.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to go to the Ottawa Lebanese Festival, of course.
Yes.
But, you know, maybe one of the days you're going to go, go to one of our beautiful beaches. That is brilliant to bring along with you.
Absolutely.
Right?
So especially even if you have like kids or teenagers with you, we don't want low blood sugar in the heat. We don't want, having stuff like that. So this chocolate bar would melt a little bit. If you had it like at Blues Fest in 45-degree weather for 9 hours.
But if you got a cooler, right, with a couple of ice packs.
This is more like
bring something like that.
But I love to get these containers too. Like, everyone thinks that you have to be a restaurant. You can use some glass home containers, but going to Blues Fest, they don't allow glass.
Right.
And they don't allow like things that can break
and these are
whatever.
recyclable as well,
They're
which is nice.
They're actually compostable.
Oh, they're compostable too.
Yeah, so you can throw them right in the compost.
Listen. She's going to stick around, so you stick around. We'll be back with Daniela Croco right after this to show you how to make these delicious chocolate bars. Don't go anywhere.
Think it's okay to drive high? Think again. Drug-impaired driving is as illegal as drunk driving, and in Ontario, the penalties are the same. If police suspect you're driving under the influence of drugs of any kind, or a combination of drugs and alcohol, and you fail a roadside test, your license will be suspended immediately for up to 30 days. You'll pay a penalty of $198. And you can be charged with a criminal offense of impaired driving, the same as alcohol. Driving high is never okay.
Your community news and events for midsummer. I'm Vera Scultetti. Le Grand Feu du Casino Lac Limy is back this July 31st to August 17th between 6 and 10 p.m. at the Canadian Museum of History and Casino Lac Limy. This summer tradition has been celebrated for over 2 decades, featuring grandiose pyromusical performances, diverse multi-sensory programming, local culinary delights, and stunning digital art installations. For more information, visit fur.qc.ca. Real People, Real Weight Loss. TOPS is a nonprofit weight loss support group hosted every Monday at the Orleans United Church, starting at 6:15 p.m. for weigh-ins, followed by a motivational program at 7 p.m. Head on over and achieve your weight loss goals with Tops. For more details, contact Mamie at www.tops.org. For more events and to have yours listed, visit rogerstv.com/communitybillboard.
Are you a content creator looking to expand your audience and make your voice heard in your community? Rogers TV wants to provide you with a platform to share your hobbies, interests, and stories for free. Visit us to find out more.
Hi, I'm Sam LaPrade, host of Ottawa Business Matters. We're going to gather here every single week and speak about business here in the capital. We're going to inspire, influence, and inform.
Oh my, the smells in the studio today. First it was the Lebanese food, and now it's chocolate just melting away. Daniela Croco back here with us here on the show, and
look at that double boiler. It's happening.
There, right?
It's happening.
We're getting
That's
there.
why I brought the finished product, because I thought if it wouldn't, like, it's not going to solidify on TV, but I'm just going to show you guys like the procedure.
And is this the only cooking part of making this?
Yeah.
This is what I love about a lot of the stuff that you do, is that you don't have to, you know, turn on the oven, you know, and get things
40 degrees this summer. Like, I've been doing my in-home clients, and I've been trying to get them to plan menus that don't require me to turn on the oven until the very end.
Yeah.
Some people have houses like here in Westboro that are beautiful, but they were like built a long time ago and the air conditioning is not so great.
Right.
And so like, I don't want to make a lasagna for you. Or you know what I mean? Like, so it's been a struggle a little bit. So actually, I even use those electrolytes during the day. Like if you're someone who works in construction, works outside, a volunteer at the Blues Fest, me in a hot kitchen, like a cook in a hot kitchen in a pizzeria, those things will save your life. They're really great. Drink a lot of water, but if you are just drinking the water, you might not absorb it. The water needs to have stuff in it.
Exactly.
So, okay, so we have some chocolate melting.
Okay.
You could use white chocolate, whatever. You could use marshmallows and make it like...
Do you use any particular kind of chocolate? Or?
The chocolate that I use is not a Canadian brand, but they are like a dairy-free Enjoy Life brand that you can get at every grocery store. Most conventional chocolate chips that you buy, like the Chip-Its or the whatevers, unfortunately are not dairy-free.
Right.
And you really have to pay attention. And then some of the ones that are dairy-free are made with like chocolate liqueur. And then they're not real chocolate.
Interesting.
So this is one of those...
Read labels.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say that enough. We talk about it on the show all the time.
It's like an olive oil, where you really want to make sure that you're sourcing it from a real cocoa in your chocolate, real stuff in your chocolate. So
because there is there's this huge black market, right, around olive oils. You and I talked about this before, right? Where they mix it with other oils,
like
so
if
it's
you
not
go to
genuine.
Let's say like a more affordable brand grocery store, and you buy their brand, house brand chocolate chips.
Right.
If you turn that over, 9 times out of 10, it's chocolate liqueur. It's not real chocolate. So that's another one of those fraud foods that you if you care about. And so I like semi-sweet because I do like sweet, but I don't like crazy sweet.
Yeah,
like
me too.
At the Blues Fest when I get the lemonade, I always ask for it half sweet. Because if I'm gonna, you do that too, really?
I do the same
We're the same person.
Yeah,
I love it so much. Okay, perfect.
Oh, look at that! It's really going now.
We're gonna pretend it's
so what are
totally
we going to
melted.
add to this?
We are going to add underneath here. Sorry, we are going to add puffed quinoa.
Puffed quinoa?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever tried that.
You can make this yourself in a popcorn popper with quinoa.
No.
Absolutely.
Okay, I want to try that.
You can try that.
Okay.
You could also do it in like a stainless steel pan.
Okay.
It will work, like on a dry one.
Yeah.
You could use, like I said, Rice Krispies, like puffed cereal. You could use oats. You could use shredded coconut. Would work really well
that would be
here.
really good too.
So I'm gonna do
you're being
that.
very generous.
I'm being very generous. I am mixing and making sure that the chocolate
is... Are your hands not burning here?
Not the edge. I'm okay.
Okay. You got the chef hands. I just always
I've got the chef hands with burns and stuff all over the place.
We haven't talked since Italian week. You had that. You had that sold. I think they ended up having to sell more tickets.
Okay, so I got hired to do a pasta making class for 35 people. It was 105 people.
Wow.
It went so well.
And you did it with your sister, didn't you?
Oh my gosh. gosh, people loved it. And then we had people show up that we didn't know. Like I had some old friends come. It was just such a wonderful evening. Sala San Marco was such a great venue for it.
I love those people there.
It was so great.
They're amazing.
And then I got to be a part of the David Rucco night and talk to him.
Who's one of your heroes, right? When it comes to, cuisine and...
Well, being paid to be on TV, so...
Well, yes.
I got to hang out with him and ask him a few questions.
We're not paying you?
Local community TV, Derek. You know what you pay me in? Happiness.
Well, and
business,
it goes
and
back,
promotion.
And it goes back and forth.
And yesterday at the Superstore, same thing. I'm buying ground beef on sale, and some guy's like, chef,
nice.
you're a celebrity.
I love it.
So you saw what I did.
Yeah.
I covered my dry good in the chocolate.
Yeah.
And I'm pushing it out as far as I can. There's a trick if you want to make it flatter. Oh, I did it backwards, so pretend that was like this the whole time.
I'm pretending.
You take the parchment paper, and you like smooth it out, right?
Nice.
Okay. Then we add our toppings. I have some, those ones have pumpkin seeds.
Okay.
But I have some pistachios.
I love
a little
pistachios.
bit decadent here.
Nice.
You could use anything. If you're nut free, you don't have to use this at all. You could use sunflower seeds or just leave it off completely. Some shredded coconut.
Yeah, of course.
Whatever. Then I have some unsweetened dried cranberries.
Because you have that in this too, right?
Do.
Dried cranberries
I love
and
a dried
the pumpkins.
cranberry with a dark chocolate.
Yeah, great combo.
Exactly. And so if I didn't push this down, these would fall off.
Yes.
Right? Because they're, and then I have some flaky salt, of course.
Salt and chocolate, by the way, if you have never tried it, right? Because it's not necessarily traditional.
No.
Right? It is so good.
It is so good.
It really brings out the flavor. I mean, the combination of salt and sweet.
And the bitter a little bit from the chocolate.
Yeah.
You know, I think I've said this before on TV, but I also put a little sprinkle of salt in my coffee in the morning.
Oh, I've never tried that.
Because it really takes that bitterness away. If you have a percolator, like a drip coffee machine, you can just put a sprinkle in when it's like in the actual grinds. But I have a press, so I just put it in my cup.
I am going to try that.
Tiniest little bit.
Pat, my floor director's doing the nod. Pat's like, yeah, I've tried it. It's good.
Yeah,
you do it? Yeah?
Okay. See, so now I push that in,
right.
And you've got that. So you would set this in the fridge.
Okay.
You would set this in, I mean, you could set it on the counter overnight, but I'm impatient, you know that. So I set it in the fridge or in the freezer.
No, I don't know that. What are you talking about?
Freezer maybe 10 minutes, fridge more like a half an hour.
Okay.
And then you get this.
Look at
check this out. It snaps. It's kind of like one of those crunch bars that you get, Nestle Crunch Bars, but it's homemade, it's super healthy.
So much better.
And you know what else you can use? Last thing, instead of regular chocolate, if you are diabetic or you are keto, you can use those new sugar-free keto chocolate chips or the sugar-free bitter chocolate and add your own stevia in there.
I love it. Chef, everybody. Chef.com, by the way, if you want somebody to come to your house, cook for you, do everything for you, set you up for the entire week. Should be happy to hear from you. We'll be back with more. Talk about the latest at the Ottawa Little Theatre. We'll be back with that right after this.
Everybody knows not to drink and drive, but some people still think it's okay to take drugs and drive. Police have the authority, the ability, and the tools to determine if drivers are impaired by legal or illegal drugs. And because drug-impaired drivers can pose just as great a risk as drunk drivers, they face the same penalties, like the loss of their driver's license, a criminal record, fines, and more. A message from the RCMP, the Canadian Association of Chiefs of Police, and Arrive Alive, Drive Sober.
Join us for the new season of Ottawa Storytellers, right here on Rogers TV.
Hello, I'm Liz Dowdswell, Lieutenant Governor of Ontario. In 2008, carbon monoxide, a deadly invisible gas, killed an entire family in our province. That tragedy led to a new law requiring homes with potential CO sources to have alarms. John Gignac's family members passed away that day, and he shares his story to save others.
Please make sure you have working CO alarms in your home.
Protect your family today.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to RogersTV.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at RogersTV.com.
Watch Podium exclusively on Rogers TV.
Back to talk the theatre. I love the theatre. We're so fortunate here in Ottawa to have the Ottawa Little Theatre Company. Been around for 111 years. Their 111th year this year. And their latest production, it's called Hilda's Yard. Here to tell us more about it, I'm joined by Alan McLeod and Lindsay Keane, both actors with the Ottawa Little Theatre. And of course, in this latest production, welcome to you both. Great to have you here. Lindsay, I'll start with you. Tell me a little bit about this, because this is a comedy by Norm Foster, right? How would you describe this production?
It's a good, heartwarming family comedy, I would say, but it doesn't shy away from, a little bit more of the heartwarming, the I guess more emotional, sensitive topics as well, but just has crazy antics. Norm Foster knows how to create this beautiful Canadian scene, and that's where we are in the titular Hilda's Yard, and we've gone back to the 50s here, and audiences can expect this mix of hilarious kind of knee-slapping moments, but also the moments that remind us of why we like to gather in the backyards with our own families.
Nice, I love that. So Alan, I mean, we're going back 70 years, right? Yeah. With this particular play. So how do you bring the audience into that through, the set and costumes and so forth?
Oh, it's set in our backyard, and you see the back of our house, our porch, a couple of tables, our barbecue, so it's very familiar, a couple of nice flower beds. Our dress, all of us are very different depending on how old we are.
Okay.
I have the suit with the pants that are up to here.
Oh, nice.
And Hilda has flower dress on with the apron. Housewife. Mm-hmm. Bobby is a beatnik musician, so the beret and our kids' bowling shirts and capris, and our lovely thug leather jacket.
I just saw it. Yeah, they just showed the thug there with the leather jacket. So you sort of talked a little bit, Lindsay, about the emotions and so forth that you feel, but what is the storyline itself?
So we have recent empty nesters, Sam and Hilda Fluck, celebrating the fact that their 30-something-year-old children have finally left the home. Okay. This celebration is very short-lived because the children soon come back. And they are joined by a couple more unexpected guests. In my case, I play the girlfriend of Sam's son, Gary. And then we also have, as Alan mentioned, the thug who's looking around for some money that might be owed to him as well. So a very nice, calm September evening because it becomes a not so very calm September evening.
Alan, how would you describe your character, Sam Fluck?
I would think that I'm in charge of the family, but I'm really not. I'm oblivious to the fact that our last name could be misconstrued.
Mm-hmm. I was very careful in my pronunciation, I'll tell you that.
I love my family, and I'm a family man, but Hilda's in charge.
Okay.
She really is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think you said, the way that you described the storyline, the 30-year-olds, leaving and coming back. I think there's a lot of parents out there watching right now that can relate. So it's not quite different from
And that's what's great about it, right? It's set so long ago, but there's so many things about it that are universal themes, messages, moments that we can, relate to even if we weren't around in 1956.
Right. So how would you describe your character, Bobby Jakes?
Bobby is cool, which is great. I don't get to play cool characters very often, but she's a very hip young beatnik. She plays trombone in a jazz band by day and night. So she is very cool. She's the character foil to her boyfriend, new fling, Gary, and everyone is just kind of, I think, dazzled by her. She's so neat when she shows up and cool as a cucumber. So it's a very, very neat role to play.
It must be fun, getting into something like that, that kind of role. Mm-hmm. You kicked off last night, is that right, Alan?
We did.
So what was the response like?
We were over the moon with the response. The crowd was just right into it. Things that we didn't think were maybe all that funny, it was so well received. Nice. They were a great crowd.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Alan, you mentioned before we came live, you've been with OLT for 7 years, just over 7 years now. Tell me how
I started out just volunteering for front of house.
Really?
And I say just. It's an important role because you're greeting everybody as they're coming in, making sure that they get seated, everything that they need. And then our director, Val Bogan, she convinced myself and my wife one time to join the props crew of a play, but she just alluded to the fact that, okay, well, it's a special prop because you are one of the props, and so we ended up on stage, and it was set in the 1800s, and we were servants, and no lines, but that sort of gave me the bug. And,
nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Lindsay? It's 2 years now.
Yeah.
What brought you to OLT?
So I've been an actor for a while. It's always been something I love to do, and I wanted to get involved with OLT. And last year, I got a call from a friend of a friend who went, "I have a friend who's directing a show. He just lost an actress. Can you fill in?" And I went, sure. And so I started in Noble Pursuit with OLT last year. Wow. It was a fantastic show. I traveled around for a bit. I directed a show of my own with Sock and Buskin. And now I'm back here to do another show with OLT. I knew I wanted to come back. It's such a wonderful community to be a part of.
Yeah. I mean, just Alan, the way you're nodding your head, right? I mean, that's what's special, I think, about theater, right? Yes. You become such fast friends because there's such a huge amount of trust in there. And you brought a prop along. I only have 30 seconds left, but this is, I mean, you've got to be sort of my age or older to recognize something like this. They don't have these around very much. No. So this is true to the 1950s. So you'll see props like this and the costuming and the sets. Thank you both so much. Really appreciate it.
For having
Again, Hilda's Yard, Canadian comedy by Norm Foster. That is running until August the 3rd. You can visit ottawalittletheatre.com. There's some matinee shows involved in there as well. So check out the schedule. We'll be back with more right after this.
Learn all about the creation of the National Capital Region on The History of Ottawa, according to Phil Jenkins, on Rogers TV.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage.
Hi, I'm Sam LaPratte. I hope you join us for an hour to give right here on Rogers TV. We're going to talk about everything that is going to inspire you about this beautiful city.
Welcome back to the show. To wrap things up, let's talk about a couple of the things we discussed on today's show. First of all, Ottawa Lebanese Festival, 34th year. It runs all weekend long, right through to Sunday. They have so much going on there, really family friendly. You saw the food earlier. Food is absolutely fantastic. Great entertainment. The real highlight of the entertainment, of course, is tonight. Carl Wolf at 9 o'clock tonight. So if you do have a chance to get out, the weather looks absolutely spectacular. So make sure you get out there with the entire family. Enjoy the food, the midway, the marketplace. Absolutely going to be fantastic. That, of course, is at the St. Elias Center. They've got great cathedral tours as well as part of that. So get out and be Lebanese for the entire weekend and enjoy yourself. Also, Outerbridge Magic Mysteries at the Keyhole House, Carlton Place Town Hall Auditorium. Their first show is tomorrow, July 19th. It's running until the 28th. You can visit outerbridge.eventbrite.com, or you can give them a call as well, 613-430-4626. And Hilda's Yard, a Canadian comedy by Norm Foster. That is running until August the 3rd, and you can get your tickets online at ottawalittletheatre.com. Thanks, everybody, for watching this edition of Daytime. We'll see you next time.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
I'm Paula Roy, and it's my pleasure to welcome you back into my kitchen for another season of Paula Roy's Favorite Foods. My approach to food is pretty straightforward. Fancy is fine, but when you're in a time crunch or have a really hungry and patient family to feed, I say simple recipes made with wholesome ingredients that you probably have on hand are the best. And that's exactly what you'll find on Paula Roy's Favorite Foods on Rogers TV.
Join us Monday to Friday on Daytime Ottawa as we showcase some of the fabulous things that are happening in your city. We'll showcase some local business.